everybody. Welcome to Bulletproof Underwear, episode 20. That is 20 straight weeks of Bulletproof Underwear. And today we are pleased to bring you our extreme Canadian special, extra duper special guest, Marv.
And I'm
glad to be here.
All right. I'm your co-host, Flexi.
And I'm your co-host, Yam Juice, and I've been to the Vatican. So what is going on?
Not a heck of a lot. Just came back from Wisconsin, actually. Tried to take over the U.S. by drinking most of your beer, but I failed.
Oh, it's hard to drink all the beer in Wisconsin.
It is hard to drink the beer in Wisconsin. See, that's real American beer. That's like Schlitz and all that kind of shit.
They have awesome microbreweries. Awesome.
When you're out of Schlitz, you're out of beer.
Yeah.
So get a little closer to the camera here, Marv. We gotta check out this getup.
That's awesome.
It's actually my daughter's getup. I have no fancy hats, so.
You got a Hello Kitty hat.
Are you sure you didn't used to wear that back in the 90s in the rave days?
No, I didn't. At least not that I remember.
Oh, wow. All of a sudden I can see now.
Take these shades off because I can't see a thing.
Okay.
I'm just the opposite. If I don't have my shades on, I can't see a thing.
So what is that backdrop I'm looking at? Is that
is that your family room?
Is that like an awning or something? Or are you outside?
No, this is more like my basement. Part exercise room, part entertainment room, where we keep most of the junk in the house.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing really to see.
We got a room like that in every room in our house. Every room's called the junk room.
That's right. So, so Marv, you actually officially keep your junk there?
Most of it.
That's got to be really uncomfortable on your waistband. No, not that junk.
It's also my little corner where I do most of my work when I'm at home.
All right. So are you? Do you work a lot? Do you work a lot at home?
Just mostly on weekends. Try to take the night off and game and stuff with you guys and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah. So, so you're an IT kind of a professional, right? So you're smart and internet savvy.
Somewhat.
Well, I mean,
both sides of the coin, the hardware side and the software side. So I started one, and now I'm strictly on the software side. Pays the bills.
As a software engineer kind of guy, can you tell us why does Skype suck? No, just kidding.
Because Microsoft bought it. How's that?
I did not know that, actually.
Yes,
they did.
I love Skype. The idea of Skype is incredibly awesome. It's just that the execution of it is a little buggy. Have you used it much?
I don't use it at all, actually. This is like, I think, the second time I've used it.
Well, so what are you, like a Google Hangout kind of guy or something?
No, I tend to. I don't do too much stuff over the internet. Most of my stuff is always desktop-related programming and stuff. And you know, until I joined this clan, there wasn't. You know, I didn't really connect much with other people over the internet and stuff. You know, I have friends in town and stuff, but.
You mean you have actual friends?
What?
You mean you have actual friends?
I have actual friends. Could probably count them on one hand, though. But
all right, so we always play this game here. What the hell are you drinking? Flex, you go.
I am drinking tasty Nestle Pure Life Water today.
Life water. It's not just water.
It's not
life
just water. Life water.
Okay, I got a freshly brewed cup of joe I just poured. French roast.
Rum and Coke, baby.
Let's see the size of that.
Wow, that's a drink glass.
Oh, my God. Just a little touch of, you know.
A liter, I'd say.
Yeah.
It depends on how much is rum and how much is Coke.
Oh, I'd say something like that.
So folks watching this
I
video,
think it's strong.
enjoy this part where you can actually understand Marv, because a little bit later on it might be a little harder. Depending on how fast he nurses that thing.
Yeah, part of being Canadian is being able to hold your liquor a little bit.
Oh, okay. So
Well, that explains a lot for me, because I could never ever like drink and hold my liquor. I was like El Blotto. Just call him one too many, 10's not enough.
that's right.
My problem is when I mix stuff.
Does it get you sick?
Horror stories from the high school time.
Beer to booze, you're gonna lose type stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, I've been there.
So Canadians are tough drinkers. No, did you ever see that movie Beer Fest?
No, I haven't.
I haven't
That's
either.
the one that takes place in Germany, right?
Well, yeah. There's some sort of a game, like annual drinking game, country versus country. You know, the Irish, of course, are tough. The Germans are tough. You know, all the countries that are well known for drinking in America, you know, has to compete. You know, they're
No, I've never seen that one.
I haven't either. Is it on Netflix yet?
yeah. We should check that. It probably is.
We'll have to check that out.
I think it might have Christopher Walken in it. I can't remember, but
I know it's got that one guy from Saturday Night Live in it. Will Forte, I think's in it, isn't he?
I haven't watched Saturday Night Live in years.
You haven't? Not since when? Since Belushi and them? Eddie Murphy? Or
Well, I've seen Belushi. I've seen, Chris Farley, and when all those guys were on there, Chris Rock. But
yeah,
after that generation left, I can never get back to it. I've tried, but
yeah.
well, they got some good shit still. I mean, you have to sift through a little bit of bullshit
Yeah,
to
you
find the
do.
funny stuff.
Sometimes you got
Yeah.
to sit through a lot of bullshit to find the funny stuff.
You know, the era that Will Ferrell and Mike Myers and Dana Carvey and all those guys, that was some pretty good shit too.
they were the greats. They were the greats for sure.
In fact, Wayne's World is kind of what inspired me and Flex to do this little podcast, right?
Yo,
Oh, there you go.
Party on
Wayne.
Flex. Just kidding. But it is kind of similar.
Yeah, it's got the same feel, I guess.
All we need to do is just, pick up guitars and, yeah, excellent.
excellent. Yeah.
Don't forget that extreme close-up.
Oh yeah, don't worry, we'll get to that. Ah! No, don't jump the gun, man. Don't pop the wad. We got some time here before that happens.
Yeah,
Yeah. So you saw the game show, right?
I sure did.
So were you surprised at the outcome?
Not really. The questions were hard, though. But surprisingly, if my wife would have been on there, she would have won the whole thing.
Is she like a good trivia kind of a person?
Yeah, she's very good. Yeah, when she hears something, she just remembers. And so, on the other hand, I would have been right down there with Bullet.
I was.
Probably worse.
I had the answers, and I didn't know the answers to some of them questions.
Yeah.
It was good though.
Yeah, well, congratulations to the winner who he knows who he is. It's not because he's smart; it's just because he got lucky.
I'm anxious to see him and Den go at it. That'll be interesting.
Oh yeah, well, we also got Robert A. Fett lined up.
Oh,
Yeah.
are you?
Yeah,
Oh.
to be on that same episode. So it'll be an all PlayStation.
It's going to be an
It'll be a SmackDown.
Yeah, no kidding. That'll be interesting. Looking forward to it.
Well, you're on the PlayStation too.
I am, and I would join the show, but only if you need a bottom of the crop contestant kind of thing.
Well, it makes it more entertaining when there's like one really dumb guy.
I had this.
Single the Canadian.
I've been my PlayStation now for almost 3 weeks, yeah, and I've been sick the whole time, so I haven't been able to hardly play at all. I got
That's
on
true.
one time. I got on one night, played with the guys, played it with everybody and Toby and stuff, and We played Call of Duty that one night. I think you were there for a while.
Yeah, I joined for a little bit.
Hey, what do you say after this? A little bit later, we jump on the PlayStation and give it a ride.
We could do that.
We could do that.
That could be kind of fun.
I'd be up for that.
So,
sure.
What is today? Today is Saturday. We're taping this.
Yes, it is.
So you know what that means. You know what that means, guys.
Yeah, it means we're all home on Saturday night doing nothing, so we must be old married.
We're married.
Old and married.
Just put the daughter to bed 20 minutes ago, so.
Yeah, I saw her earlier. She's a cute little rascal. She got like a missing tooth and everything.
She did. She has her pirate face on.
So
she's good. You saw her in good times. She's 7.
Oh,
7. You got any other kids?
Nope.
That you know about?
Yeah. If I had more than the one that I didn't know about, my wife would have made sure I would have found out about it. Missing a few members.
All right. So let's talk about your gaming history. We always talk to our guests about their gaming history because this is a gaming podcast. God damn it.
So about my gaming what?
This is a gaming podcast, so let's talk about your gaming history. So tell us about, what's your background in video games?
Holy man, all right. Well, it goes all the way back to the Commodore 64.
All right.
Shit.
Way back there.
Awesome.
My fondest memory was Kickstart, was the name of the game. Little motorcycle stunt.
One with the little stunt bike, jumped over the buttons.
Yep. Almost like Excite Bike, but way before that. And then from the Commodore 64, I had to beg my dad to get me an Atari. After that, I got...
Was it the 2600?
No, I ended up getting the Gemini.
Oh, okay.
Which is an equivalent... It played all the Atari games, but it was made by somebody else. Licensed through Atari or something.
I had a Sears, whatever thing that was...
Okay.
Atari is a 2600 Atari, basically.
Yeah, it was compatible with the 2600. And then after that, the regular Nintendo. And I never had a Sega Master System or the CD or any of those. And then I had the Super Nintendo, the Genesis, and everything up to this generation.
Okay.
I've purchased.
Wow.
So you got a well-rounded gaming history.
Yeah, but my gaming's actually quite a bit different from everybody else in the clan, I think. I'm a real noob to COD-like games. I was never into first-person shooters, except for Doom 1, which we played to death in college.
Oh, yeah. I love that.
We would stick on the first level, and there would be bodies everywhere. Like, you couldn't even see the floor.
Well, see, I'd say that's pretty good bona fides for a first-person shooter if you're a Doom original guy.
It was fun, and there was a little bit of the Duke Nukem 3D, I think.
Yeah, that was fun.
The shrinking gun. Ugh. But no, mostly I'm an RPG kind of guy. Final Fantasies, that kind of stuff.
Mass Effect, stuff like that.
Not even close. More, yeah. Well, I played all the Mass Effects. Enjoyed them immensely, but more like Dragon Age and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
But even more, 2D sprites and, that kind of stuff. So Final Fantasy, trying to think what else is in that lineup.
Fantasy, great series.
Yeah. It's lost its way, but...
Yeah, a little bit. Well, yeah, a lot, but...
Yeah, a lot.
What do you do,
Yeah, but no, that's pretty much my background. All over the place, and... I think part of that inspired me to become a programmer.
All right.
Once I've determined the amount of math you need to do 3D stuff, I kind of said, never mind. I'll stick with business applications.
Oh, man. That 3D stuff is heavy duty.
It's calculus nightmare and physics and... Nope.
You gotta have that tendency. You gotta have that kind of slant on your personality, so to speak.
Yeah.
More
okay.
I think it might have gotten easier with the tools that developers could use nowadays.
Yeah.
But I was at that stage when I started programming that those tools didn't really exist.
It was all with the specialized pointer when you had to click and point everything. I remember that. I remember those nightmares supporting that stuff because I did support for about 15 years.
Okay.
I did my work back in the mid 90s to or early 90s to early 2000s. So I was in on the CAD stuff where you had to use the specialized mouse.
Yes, I remember that mouse.
And there was a lot of math involved in it. I remember that. I was glad I was just on the application side of it too, because it was like heavy duty.
Well, so when we first met, me and Flex have known you for about the same amount of time. You entered the scene. You were playing Call of Duty. I guess it was Modern Warfare 3, or I guess Black Ops.
Before that, I think we might have started at the tail end of Black Ops 2, just before. Black Ops 1, just before the Crap Clan implosion or whatever.
Right. And so the first real, exposure we had to you was good old Modern Warfare 3, and then and then you got an Xbox.
I've always had an Xbox, but never used it for multiplayer.
Oh, okay. So did your PlayStation buddies think that you're a turncoat bastard?
Well, most of the buddies that I have on the PlayStation are part of the clan. So before that, I wasn't into multiplayer gaming.
Well, let's go ahead and ask: are you a turncoat bastard?
Depends what you ask. Even my wife will give you a different answer depending on the day.
No, you're a nice guy, man. You're from Canada. You're from Canada.
I try to be a nice guy.
Yeah. What are you drinking again? Are you drinking coffee with Bailey's in it?
No. I'm a teetotaler who drinks coffee. I used to get shit faced drunk back in the day, but I gave it up in 2005.
You used to get jiggy with it.
Yeah.
Bailey's is the only way I'll drink coffee.
You don't drink coffee?
Yeah.
It does make it taste better.
Well, yeah.
I got really sick on coffee once, so just the taste threw me off.
Oh, so yeah.
With the Baileys, it's fun.
Well, with the Baileys, you don't even need the coffee.
I was so hardcore, I once drank Tanqueray gin and coffee.
Oh.
Yeah. Pine needles and coffee.
Oh.
Boy.
There's certain combinations that just should never mix. Have you ever noticed that there's no cocktails that involve Dr. Pepper?
It's because it's so hard to mix with anything that'll take.
I mean, seriously, there's a million cocktails, but none of them involve Dr. Pepper.
You might want to check your sources. I happened to Google that a while ago and actually found some on the internet.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but it's pretty much the equivalent of what you would mix with vodka, with Pepsi and stuff.
Okay, well, maybe some obscure stuff, but no, if you go to any self-respecting
it's not as common. Yeah.
No bartender worth his salt would give you the time of day if you ask for Dr. Pepper and whatever.
Give you a pickled turkey gizzard or pickled egg before you give you Dr. Pepper and something.
That's it. Like a pickled egg. Have you ever eaten one of those pickled eggs at a bar? You have?
Of course I have.
I've never ate the ones in the bar, but we've made them when I lived at home with my parents.
Right. But see, you always, when you see dive bars, the more of a dive-ass bar it is, the more likely it'll have a jar of those
pickled eggs.
Yeah.
And there's one black one.
Yeah, you probably want to check to see what the color of the water is first, or the vinegar.
So does that mean that it'll just stay good forever as long as it's in that water? Because like a normal hard-boiled egg would like rot or something if it was just left.
It's just the same as anything else you pickle. It extends the life for a while, but sooner or later it's going to go rotten.
Sooner or later, yeah. I bet it's like eating a Super Ball. It's probably
they're chewy.
Like rubber, man, total rubber.
Yeah, they're chewy.
I'd take the hat off. I'm getting a little bit hot, toasty down here.
Getting toasty under there. Now this will make the inside of you toasty. So, are you wearing a hoodie?
Yes, I am.
Flex, are you wearing a hoodie?
This would be my Yoda look.
Yes, I am.
I'm wearing a hoodie too. We're all doing the hoodie. My ponytail's getting caught in the way here. All right, so if anybody tunes in at this point, they'll think, "What the hell are these guys doing?" You don't look like Yoda. You look like the evil guy.
Sure. Please, no Star Wars 1 references. Those are bad enough as is.
So how do you feel about there's going to be more Star Wars and they're going to be Disney?
Yeah, what do you think of that?
You know what? At first, I was pretty pissed off because I kind of figured it's, George's vision, George's world. But the way he kind of wrecked it with the new ones, it maybe bringing in some fresh blood will be good.
Yeah. I think Jerry Springer should produce it.
There's actually a book series by Timothy Zahn as the author that happens after the part 6, and it's a really good trilogy. It would be really nice if they picked that up.
Yeah, well, I was thinking if Jerry Springer did it, it's like where Vader says, "I'm your father, Luke." Well, Jerry could send, "You are not the father!" Whoa!
And then all the stormtroopers start fighting each other and stuff.
And then they have some big guy, breaking it up. Yeah, the stormtroopers look like, they look a little silly. Like, it's kind of hard to move around in those costumes.
Did you guys see the outtakes?
No.
No, I've seen a few of them, like the robots freaking out and stuff, but...
No, Google on the internet about Star Wars, what is it? Funny something. And they're actually in the real movie where, for example, there's a part where the stormtroopers go where the robots are hiding in the first one, in part 4. And one of the stormtrooper bonks his head on the friggin' door. And they left it in the movie. So, and you don't even notice it. And I must have seen that movie like 15 times. And until I saw the web thing, I never even noticed it.
And that poor guy, that was it. That was it for him.
Yeah, his career's down the drain.
Oh man, he must have felt. He must have felt like that guy who just missed the cut making the Beatles. What's that guy's name?
It's that one guy,
Pete Best. Yeah, Pete Best.
Yep.
That guy got to be really mad.
I was almost a Beatle.
He came this close.
Biggest mistake of his life.
Yep.
Well, his problem was he wasn't cool enough for those guys. That's really
he had to tell McCartney and Lennon the way it was. That he was cooler than them.
Well, I read some stuff, and basically they just thought he just wasn't cool enough to be a Beatle. He just didn't.
A Beatle.
Because they were pretty, they were pretty sure that they were hip, and this dude just ain't got it. We're gonna have to give him the bad news here. John, you want to do it? No, I'm not going to tell him. Yeah.
I love the Beatles.
You know what? I've never been much of a music fan.
Haven't you really?
My favorite's probably Def Leppard, then Kiss, AC/DC, like that.
Wow.
And I've never kind of gotten away from it.
Wow. See, I used to listen to the Def Leppard every single day. Every day. Back in the 80s. God, yeah. I listened to 2 of their records. I would just listen to them every single day.
Yeah.
That was
And now I'm forced to hear some of the other stuff because my daughter likes like Katy Perry and that stuff.
Hey, Katy Perry is adorable.
She loves Katy Perry.
I think she's adorable.
I mean, the tunes kind of grow on you, but it's no Def Leppard.
How about Lady Gaga?
Yeah, we've been there too.
Have you seen pictures of her lately? She's gotten fat.
Well, that's what happened when you wear all those meat dresses and stuff, I guess.
Well, she got to start wearing them more and eating them less. She looks more like she's been wearing pork skin dresses.
She was the one that, then she strings steaks or beef roasts all over herself, like in a dress.
The famous meat dress.
When she was here in the Twin Cities, she actually went out to the bars with people and stuff, partied with them. There's people came into this bar and she was in there having drinks. She just ended up partying with everybody.
Wow, so she's like a regular kind of gal, man.
Yeah.
That's nice because they get to know their fans and their fans gain their respect and stuff. there's nothing worse than those stuck-up people who won't, they'll sing, then walk off the stage, and then nothing.
Totally detached.
Yeah, exactly.
The fan base, yeah.
Well, people treat them like they're gods. I heard Justin Bieber is pretty full of himself.
Well, you'd have to be, man. I mean, think of that, going out in front of a crowd of swooning kids like that, man. It's like...
Yeah, I don't know. For that kind of stuff to happen to somebody at that young of an age, it must be kind of, all the money and all that stuff, fame and happening all at once, and you're not even mature yet,
It's got to be pretty overwhelming.
Yeah. So I guess it really depends how you were raised and what your values are.
He's got all the cash. He had Selena Gomez, but she left him today.
Really?
Saw it on, I think, a TMZ tidbit.
Do you watch TMZ? Are you serious?
Me?
Yeah.
Of course I watch TMZ. It's like my favorite show. Yeah, it's the only kind of news I watch. What other news is there? You mean there's other news than TMZ?
You know what? My wife is into that celebrity kind of shit. She always buys those magazines at the checkout, the grocery store.
Oh, yeah.
In Touch, People.
Weekly World News is the one I used to buy.
Weekly World News has got the crazy Bigfoot stuff and alien stuff.
Yeah,
I was Bigfoot's love slave. I'll never forget that. That was a title. That was a headline. I was Bigfoot's love slave.
Gotta trust a high quality publication like that.
That's funny.
So I do subscribe to the newspaper. We take the Oakland Tribune. I actually take it to work and educate myself every day on the current events. You read the newspaper?
No, I'm more of I'll read the tech news and stuff like that, like Tom's Hardware Guide and stuff, and see what's happening out in the industry and stuff. And I couldn't even tell you what's happening in my own town. So my wife usually brings me up to speed if something major happens, like some kind of decapitation or something like that. But it's usually pretty quiet in the zoo.
Yeah.
So,
we just had an election, man.
I was there.
That's it. You were here while we were doing our election, right?
That's right. Yeah. Yeah, I saw a few signs in Wisconsin in big bold letters: "Do not vote for Obama," and stuff. So
Wisconsin just elected the first gay senator. It's a lady. I forgot her name.
Oh yeah,
she's openly gay.
I have no idea. I was there meeting with the U.S. Forest Service. So
okay, let's see. Well, hold on. Hey,
I think Mitt's coming. Right now into the conversation.
So yeah, Marv, this is a surprise to you. I was just going to talk to you about this later, but we have a chance, you and me, Marv, to interview Mitt Romney, talk about some issues and some situations. So welcome to Bulletproof. That's right. Welcome to Bulletproof Underwear. This is Governor Mitt Romney.
Hey everybody, it's me, Matt.
How you doing, Mitt?
Well, we're a little rough here, Yam. It didn't work out quite the way we expected. It was a blow.
Well, you look pretty good. I noticed that you're into Call of Duty.
Yeah, me and the wife, we like it a lot. We play almost every night. A lot of people don't know that about us, but yeah, I'm a video game junkie.
Well, I heard that your wife complained that you're really a pussy camper. Is that true?
I can't really comment on that at this time, Yam, but thanks for asking.
So what did you do when you found out that you were not going to be the president of the United States of America?
Nothing. I just, accepted it as a man that I am and, conceded to Mr. Presidente. What more could a guy do? A class act like me?
Well, that's true. You're a class act. Thanks for being on the show. So Marv, have you got a question for Governor Romney?
Just out of curiosity, how would you have treated us Canadians, your border pals?
Well, I would have treated you really well, and especially if you wanted to run the Olympics, I could have helped you out with that because, you know, I'm an expert on the Olympics. I ran, you know, back in the day, I ran Utah when, you know, they came to Salt Lake.
That's right. I heard it was your idea for him to have 5 rings. Was that right?
Yeah, absolutely. I invented that. It's just like Al Gore invented the internet, me and the 5 rings.
Yeah, that's great. Well, you look kind of tan. It looks like maybe you've been in, like, at a resort since you lost the election. Is that true?
Yeah, me and the missus, we've been hiding out in a little secret island hideaway that I keep as a tax. I mean, that I keep as a business place.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, so it's not anywhere near Salt Lake, is it?
No, it's not. Yeah. It's a small Caribbean island that no one knows about except me and Mrs.
Okay, so you're a Mormon, is that right?
That's correct.
Okay, so be truthful now. How many other wives do you have besides the one that we all know about?
I'll have to plead fifth on that. Yeah.
Oh, Marv. You know, I think we got him on the ropes. So anyway, thanks a great deal, you know, for agreeing to do this interview with Bulletproof Underwear. I know that everybody wants you 60 minutes, you know, all the you know, late night shows and everything, but you chose to come on Bulletproof Underwear
for BPUEM.
That's right. So why don't you go ahead and do us a bumper, you know, you're watching Bullet, etc.
Hi, this is Mitt Romney, and you're watching Bulletproof Underwear, episode number 20.
Well, that was cool. So Marv, are you impressed that we managed to get celebrity guests like that?
You guys have probably the best imagination in the clan. I got to give you that.
See, we were trying to get Obama, but he's still doing victory tea bags.
Yeah, he's busy doing it.
Yeah, you know he's got to be like, take that, bitch! I won again, bitch!
No, I didn't even know who the other guy was. Tell you the truth.
Neither did we. That's why you didn't get.
Get your mic a little bit there, Flex.
Or like that.
That's better.
Or like, is it better like that? Or like
well, the
this?
guy did have pretty presidential looking hair. You got to give him that.
He did. The hair was definitely Wink Martindale-ish.
It was up there with Reagan.
Oh, I don't know if it was as good as Dutch's hair. He had the hair of a god.
Dutch. You know who else is named Dutch is John Wayne. That was one of his nicknames.
Was it?
Yeah. No, it was the Duke. See, I'm getting it confused. I'm wrong about that.
It was the Duke.
So let's talk about movies. I know that you're a bit of a movie guy, right there, Marv?
I am, sort of. Off and on, actually. Right now we're in the middle of a TV series for some reason, and we kind of set the movie thing aside for a bit.
So what are you looking at now?
Our big hang-ups right now is we're watching on HBO the Boardwalk Empire.
Oh, I saw that. That's excellent.
We're watching Sons of Anarchy. That is a great show. I'm about to go on a rampage on the guys that are taking care of Breaking Bad because they split the last season in 2 and ended with a major friggin' cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Don't tell me any spoilers on Breaking Bad.
No. Spoiler free, I promise.
That's a great show.
Breaking Bad is up there. It's really good.
That's good.
Sons of Anarchy. What else? Game of Thrones. I'm a big fantasy buff.
Oh yeah.
So Game of Thrones on anything HBO's been doing on Sunday nights lately has been really good.
Well, everything HBO does tends to be good, and pretty much the same thing with Showtime. They've got some good shit over there too.
We haven't done much Showtime, other than the mandatory Canadian one, Trailer Park Boys.
Oh yeah, there you go. And Weeds, that's good shit.
Oh yeah. We've never watched Weeds. It's on our to-do list somewhere.
Oh well, you can Netflix it. There's all the Netflix.
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
Is it?
Yeah, you got to stick it on there.
Is that the show with the woman whose husband dies or something, and she ends up selling weed for a living.
Right. It has gone so far from that point. It's just unbelievable. You know, she was like, oh my God, that show is like crazy.
I caught
funny.
Season up, I think, at one point. I kind of lost interest in it.
And of course, the other network, AMC.
Oh, that one's
The
great.
Walking Dead, Mad Men.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, it's like that shit is the bomb.
That's where Breaking Bad is on too, AMC.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. That network is just unbelievable.
Walking Dead was brutal last weekend.
Don't tell me. I still gotta catch up.
Must watch, but it was good stuff, and it's only episode 4 of the 3rd season.
Wow.
Already quite a bit's happened, so pretty good.
I was thinking that was only like in its 2nd season for some reason. I didn't realize it
No,
was like
the
3rd.
3rd just started.
I think the first 2 are on Netflix.
Yes, they are. That's how I actually caught them. Even though our Canadian Netflix is nothing compared to yours, we have a severely reduced selection.
Oh, that's too bad.
Really neutered selection, eh?
Oh, neutered big time.
Wow. Well, you know, I think I've said it before. That it's like with Netflix, I'm this close to just fucking canceling cable. I mean, you don't even need TV if you got Netflix almost.
I want to plead the fifth on that one. Some things I wouldn't want to say on your show.
Hey, you know, this
right.
is uncensored. They actually will let us say anything, and we will not stop you. You can.
Oh, using Netflix and other methods of obtaining movies and stuff, you don't need anymore.
Oh, okay. So you know the mounted police may come and raid your shit anytime now. Then, huh?
Well, my daughter, I'll get to see some horses.
I bet you don't even pay for your MP3s, do you?
What are MP3s? Kidding.
Yeah.
No, like I said, I'm not a big music fan. I actually own all my CDs, believe it or not.
I do too.
Because MP3s didn't exist in the Def Leppard and AC/DC days and stuff.
It was that little thing called the cassette tape that I dealt with on a regular basis.
I was a big cassette guy too, because you could play them in your car.
Oh,
Yeah.
it wore out really easy because you like play them so many times it'd burn a hole in the tape.
Yeah, the tapes don't last. You're right.
Wasn't like albums, man, where you could play them and play them and play them, and they would warp for a long time.
What was worse than that is those fucking 8-tracks. Did you guys ever have an 8-track?
No,
Oh, yeah. I had an 8-track.
not old enough for that.
I am.
That's true. So Marv, how old are you?
37.
37. Well, you're younger than me and Flex, but you're still old as shit. You know, in the gaming world,
I feel older every day. My daughter keeps telling me for some reason.
you're way over the hill, man. Just want to let you know.
Still younger than you guys.
From that age, everybody's over the hill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My daughter thinks everyone's over the hill.
So
She's 11.
So what's the cutoff age when you're going to stop playing video games because you're too old?
There's a cutoff age I have to worry about now? I don't think so.
There's no such thing. You'd be like all crotchety and your thumbs would be all broke from arthritis and you'd still be playing.
Yeah. Hopefully they'll
by
bury
then,
me. I actually want to be buried in the casket with a controller, you know, in my hands.
See, by the time I'm 60 or something, I figure it'll be virtual reality or something. So
Yeah, everything will be
Yeah.
3D-ish, 4D-ish.
as long as my eyes don't go, I'll be fine. Oh, don't even talk to me about the 3D stuff. I can't see it. Damn it.
Oh, it drives me nuts sometimes.
I can't see it. If I go to the show, watch 3D movies with my daughter and stuff, I don't see the 3D part.
So have you got like an eye situation or something?
Yes, I do. One of my eyes, I had to get operated when I was about 2 years old because it was facing one side. So they had to move the muscle around and stuff. So I don't have 20/20 vision. So one of my eyes is perfect, but my right one is weak. And that's why I can't see the 3D stuff.
Ah, okay.
So you can't like focus on it.
Well, you know, I'm an eye care professional. That's what I do. I'm an eye guy.
Well, it's funny because if I look at Like at my workplace, we look at forestry maps and stuff, and there's ways to capture that information in 3D, and I see that 3D, but I don't see it at theaters or using 3D TVs.
Ah.
So it's weird.
So do you think 3D TV is going to really take off? Do you think it ever will?
Nope, I don't think so. It would have taken off already.
Yeah, I remember maybe about 2 years ago. We were thinking, oh man, it's all gonna be about 3D TV from now on, man. It's all 3D.
Well, I tend to follow the E3 stuff that happens. And 2 years ago, Sony was pushing the crap out of their 3D TVs. And at this E3 that just happened, there was no mention of 3D stuff almost.
Yeah, I know. I noticed that too. That they kind of they strayed away from it because the industry embraced it, but it's like a lot of stuff the public didn't.
Yeah.
So, I remember when we went from cassettes to CD, man. That was like the hugest thing in the whole world. I mean,
that was huge.
I listened to Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon, and I heard, things that you could hear with clarity, things that you questioned before, what it wasn't really. And you can hear every little bit. It was like, oh my God, this is incredible.
Yeah. Well, I remember when CD players started, when CDs came out, it wasn't immediate though. I mean, a lot of people were still buying records and tapes. I mean, it took a while for CDs started to roll a little bit.
CDs killed albums, or cassettes faster than cassettes killed albums, though.
Well, I don't think cassettes ever killed albums. I mean, most people were like me. I bought my music on LPs and then I tape it.
Made a tape.
Yeah, I made a tape for my car. Yeah.
That's what I used to do. I had a little tape deck I had. You could boost up the volume, so you could get like that thumping effect without having to pay for the expensive speakers. So I like that.
Yeah, you could borrow your buddy's tape, and then like I had a dual cassette deck. You could make copies. So you could give it back to your buddy and.
Deaf playing music so loud that it shouldn't be played that loud, but you didn't care.
Yeah, and then,
that was
and now nobody can argue that MP3s haven't had an impact. Now that's an impact.
Oh, that's been a major impact.
It's huge.
Digital has pretty much just about killed the traditional music industry. I mean,
it has.
You can go now and get a CD, like at Best Buy. You can buy CDs for download price now. It's the same price as a download, like $10.
They don't have a choice though, but making a CD is dirt cheap anyway. They've always been overcharging.
They've been pennies for making CDs.
Back in the day when CDs came out, they would charge they'd charge like $9.99 for a LP, and the same exact album on a CD would be like $17.99 or something like that. It's like, oh yeah, this. When in fact it probably is cheaper to make. Yeah, it's cheaper to make the CD than it is to press the record.
Guaranteed it was.
So yeah, there's just a little bit of profit going on, don't you think?
Well, there's a thing. Google it. I don't remember the exact numbers, but I think that any CD ever sold, Sony and Philips both get 5 cents each.
Yeah, they
count all the CDs.
Yep, they both get a cut of that because they were the ones that pioneered everything.
Yeah,
get it pioneered.
Yeah.
They missed us.
All right, so you know what I don't want to do. I want to get another cup of coffee, and it's time to take a break for just a second, and we'll put a commercial in there. You're watching. So
you mean I get to run to the bathroom?
Yeah, we'll get to let you run to the bathroom. Now here's what you do. We're gonna need this from you, Marv. Our good old. You're watching hi, I'm Marv 123, and you're watching Bulletproof Underwear. The Flex, blah 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 blah. And try and not fuck up, okay?
Like I did.
All right, whenever you're ready.
All right.
Hey everybody, I'm Marv 123, and we're watching Bulletproof Underwear with your hosts Flex and Yam. Episode.
You did a good job. Okay, this time try to do it without the stupid look on your face. Just kidding.
All right, I gotta take.
Okay, let's meet back here in just a minute. All right, everybody, and we're back. Welcome to part 2 of Bulletproof Underwear, episode 20, with our extremely, highly specialized, evolved just for this purpose Bulletproof Underwear guest, Marv 123. And as usual, we're your co-hosts, Yam
and Flex.
All right. So, did you drop a deuce?
Did not drop a deuce.
I know you didn't because you weren't gone long enough. Well, I did get a second cup of coffee.
These kidney stones, man. It's like when you get them, you get a little bit of case of the runs on it. It's not real fun, but hey, it's better to get rid of the things than hang on to them. I always say.
That's right.
So you're up there now, Flex, with that?
Yeah, it's still. It takes a few days for everything to kind of straighten out equilibrium-wise. But, yeah, the problem this time was I actually had two stones that got together and, like, clogged everything up on my right side. So
those two stones were humping each other, and it...
yeah, and it made me really sick and tired. Really tired and sick.
Yeah, but you look damn good.
I feel good
You
today.
look good now.
Compared to the other day when I was all gray in the face and looking like I was death warmed over. Looked like Monty Burns. Mr. Burns.
Are you a Simpsons guy there, Marv?
I was, but I kind of maybe grew out of it or something. I don't know. Just stopped watching it and never got back into it.
Grew out of it, right? That show's like over 20 years. 20 years
yeah,
old,
it's
right?
getting a
They've
little,
been running forever.
it's getting a little long in the tooth.
Whole entire generations have grown up using, watching that show.
It's beat out the Flintstones even now.
How long
Right.
did the Flintstones run out?
But I
Flintstones-
do like their Halloween episodes and stuff like that. The specials,
They're still
I
good.
love them.
those are usually pretty good.
I like the one Thanksgiving special when Bart throws Lisa's centerpiece on the fire.
Haven't caught that one.
That is really mean. I think that once in a while, Bart should just lighten up.
And get a kick right in the jewel sack. Kick in the ding ding.
Hey, Marv, are you with us? Oh, you kind of froze up
there
for
you
a second.
Yeah, Flex is still frozen there.
Move.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
One of the episodes that I remember and I get frequent memory is the one where Bart sells his soul and then those electrical doors don't open anymore.
Yeah, that was a good episode. He actually was starting to believe
I
it.
just think about it when it happens to me when I try to walk through one of those damn things and they don't open or they shut on me.
Did you ever
I
see
do that.
Reaper on TV where the guy's parents sold his soul?
No, I didn't see that.
Did you sell your soul, Marv?
No, I haven't. I can't. My wife owns it.
That's right. Well, I know you didn't sell your soul to be better at video games. That's evident.
Yeah.
I definitely,
Just kidding.
I definitely did not do that.
So if you're going to sell your soul to be good at video games, how good would you want to be? You'd want to be good, but not so good that people thought you were cheating.
So I'd want to be perfect. I'd want no Moabs every 5 minutes.
Yeah, your KD would be at like 10 million to 1 or something.
10
So tell
point.
me. Are you guys all anxious for Blobs 2 or what?
Oh, God, I just soiled myself hearing you say that.
48 hours from now,
Yeah.
it'll be a whole different scene.
Are you guys going on opening night or what?
Oh yeah, I'm going to the midnight.
Yeah, me
Oh, yeah?
too. I'm going to.
yeah.
I'll be either bringing a camera along.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
I was
Hey.
thinking of going opening night, but considering I have to work the next day, figure I'll wait.
Well, how critical is it that you actually be alert?
How what?
How critical is it that you actually be alert at work?
Not too critical, but still.
Have you
Who
ever done
knows?
that
I
trick
lost-
where you
like finger on
where you
the
paint,
tube,
you
but
paint eyeballs
critical.
on your eyelids so people think that your eyes are open?
I wish that would work.
You'd be like sitting at your desk and drool is coming out and you're snoring, but your eyes are wide open.
Are you guys both getting it for both systems? Since I know you're both by gamers.
Yeah.
I'm getting it for the Xbox first, and then get it for the PS3 later, probably.
Yeah. Well, I'm getting it on both. I've already pre-ordered it. I've got the super deluxe one with the quad rotor and the care package and all that coming for the Xbox. And I am going to get the PlayStation one, just the regular, but I'm going to get the season pass because I want to be able to play with all my PS3 buds.
I was going to stick to the PS3 this side because that's more my loyal side, I guess. But I ended up pre-ordering it on both just so I could get Nuketown.
Well, that's right. That's right. Yeah. Well, what? You're not going to play with the Xbox guys?
No. I'll play with the Xbox. Don't worry. I'll probably start on the PS3 and then hop back and forth.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, see, we were going to have to say that you are a turncoat bastard, but I guess maybe...
Yeah. Well, I'll be there, especially for Monkey Turd.
That's right.
Trouble is with buy gamer, the shit's getting expensive.
Yeah,
that's true. But you could have like more expensive hobbies.
Oh, that's the thing.
Whores or something.
Yep.
That would really suck if that was kind of like your hobby, because that's really expensive. Elliot Spitzer kind of shit,
Yeah.
It ain't cheap.
That's like...
No, I'm really looking forward to Blops too.
I am too. I'm excited for it.
Especially since I never liked MW3 for some reason. There was something about it that rubbed me the wrong way. I don't know what it is.
I don't know. You and
I still prefer Blops over it any day.
Me
all
too.
The rest of us too.
Now, I remember when Modern Warfare 3 was in the same stage, that Blops 2 is at now. We were like looking forward to the new game. I loved the shit out of Black Ops, and it's like, okay, this new game. Deep down, I was really worried because what I'd seen so far had me worried that it was not going to be good. It's like, and I really wanted it to be good.
Yeah.
I never did the campaign in MW3.
No, neither did I.
That was the first Call of Duty title I didn't do the campaign in. It didn't interest me.
The thing I was most excited about was the kill confirmed part.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah. Me too, because I thought it was going to really cut down on some of that. Yeah. And it, to a point it did, but...
Well, it didn't turn out to be as great as I thought it was going to be.
Me neither.
Now, the 10 class 10 thing or whatever they have seems interesting. I like the way they rebalance the points for co-op play, so that's going to be interesting. And I'm a little bit worried about the future sci-fi, more futuristic look, but we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, but have you seen any of the gameplay that they've put up?
I have. I looked at the Nuketown one, and I'm still trying to get my head wrapped around the grenades that fly in a straight line, whatever that was.
Oh, the ones grenades with knives on them, the knife grenade.
Yeah, or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, they got a grenade on the end of a knife.
To me, it didn't look that futuristic. I mean, it still totally looks like Call of Duty.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It still had the Call of Duty feel.
I mean, I've played Crysis 2, and it's like it doesn't look like Crysis 2 or Halo. I mean, seriously.
No.
Now that's some futuristic shit.
Did you ever get into the Halo series?
No, I haven't. I tried it, and I played the campaign for a bit, and that was before I joined the clan. And I didn't like the idea of holding two guns at the same time and dropping one, and then I kind of just gave up. But I'm sure if I would have been part of the clan back then, I would have, tried the multiplayer part of it and stuff.
I never cared much.
Well, once you're a member of a clan, a group of people like you game with on a regular basis, you'll try lots of things that you might not have tried just on your own, like, Gotham City Imposters and, Borderlands 2 and all these other games. It's like we've jumped around to different things.
Made my head
You know what? I mean, I'll say this now, and I was going to save it to the end and stuff, but in the last week or so, this clan really surprised me. I was amazed how everybody came together with what happened to Junior and stuff. May he rest in peace and stuff. But he was, a nice guy and everything, and the way the clan just, went
We
with what
rallied-
happened and stuff and dealt with it and stuff.
We rallied around each other, man.
Exactly. And it was something, you know, I've been part of other little things, no clans this big, but none of the other things I've done would have done this. So I was very surprised, and, you know, it was nice. And it makes you want to be part of the clan even more, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
does. It does.
So it's nice, and I saw what you did with the 21, what do you call it?
21 gun salute.
Gun salute and stuff. I would have loved to participate, but I was out and not within Xbox range and stuff.
Yeah.
But no, that was really nice of you guys to set stuff like that up. And, you know, Pony reached out to me by email and stuff to let me know what was going on.
Right.
You know, it's amazing how everybody just came together, and you feel like almost like you have a second family.
Right, right, and weeks before this, you know, news came out, somebody said, "Hey, has anyone
You know,
seen
so-
Junior?" I mean,
Yeah.
it's like
You
they
know,
noticed when he
people-
wasn't around.
Yeah, no, it's real good. It's nice that, you know, seeing people that care. and
Yeah.
stuff.
So let's just say right now that episode 20 of the Bulletproof Underwear is definitely dedicated to the memory of Junior Noob. May he rest in peace.
Cheers.
We love you, Junior.
Amen, brother.
Amen, amen.
Black Ops 2 will just not be the same without you.
Nope. Nope.
Hey, but we'll have combat training.
Do you guys love combat training? I love it.
I love it, man. It's great. I'm glad that they incorporated more of it into the, you know,
It's nice to test out maps and stuff. You know, I won't play for it hours on end, but it's nice to just to get a feel for a map.
you have to learn the map.
Right. Well, I like to run the good kill streaks, you know, that you can't hardly ever get, you know, when you're playing for real, and then you just run rape trains on the combat guys.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I can never get kill streaks in the regular games and stuff.
I've never had a chopper in the regular game, but I've ran many choppers in the combat training. So
Yeah, it's like this. So this is what it feels like to feast
yeah,
and beast.
that's what it's like.
To kick ass, yeah.
It's like
Yep.
Yeah, you almost want to put like montage music, you know, on while you're playing, you know.
some lilty stuff.
Yeah.
So I have no idea I haven't been following the gaming industry too much, so I have no idea what's coming up next. I think there's a Battlefield 4 somewhere along the way.
There's a
It's a year from now.
Hitman coming out at the end of November,
I never stuck with that series at all.
didn't you? And then Far Cry's coming out in the first part of December, and then after that, I think the next biggie I think is going to be
Grand Theft Auto, probably.
the new the Gears of War rework.
Oh, right. Yeah, see, I couldn't get in that one either. And I tried the last Grand Theft Auto, couldn't get into it.
I didn't get into the last Grand Theft Auto.
How about Red Dead? Did you try that?
I did try, and that was interesting, and something happened. I think I got it late, and then Modern Warfare 3 came out at the same time.
Oh,
And I just kind of put it aside. You know, that's the trouble. I have too many fucking games to play, and I don't, you know.
you got a stack of games that ain't even open, and it's like they're just sitting there taking up.
Yeah, I've got games I've never opened. Yeah, seeing as you only got two hands.
Yep. I have pailfuls of games. It's ridiculous.
Games you've never opened, you need to buy some sodas.
Oh, and we're taping the show. It wouldn't be Bulletproof Underwear without that, you know. She says I need to buy some sodas. Okay, all right. How we doing on Rockstar?
You have too much of it.
No, we can never have too much Rockstar.
Is there such thing as too much Rockstar?
In fact, my coffee's almost gone. Hey, Anna, could you bring me a Rockstar?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never gotten into the energy drink thing. I had a
Don't-
couple on the way back from Wisconsin because I was driving dead tired. But other than that, I can never get into that stuff.
Really? You never tried Red? You know, you never a Red Bull kind of guy or anything like that?
Nope. I had a couple amps on the way back from Wisconsin, but that's it.
Did you take your Prilosec today?
And they don't do anything for me either.
Really? Well, see, you don't drink coffee and you
James,
don't drink energy drinks, so
Did
you
you take
must.
your Prilosec today?
Stop it! Stop it! We're taping.
You asked for coffee.
No. I asked for Rockstar.
No, I tried Amps Lemonade, I think it was called. Lemonade Energy or something.
Yeah, that stuff's kind of sour, ain't it?
It is. I like sour stuff, so.
Yeah,
You
that's why I like energy drinks. Is they're always sour. Yeah. Hey, there's a new thing. It's called Gamma Labs, and they sell this stuff to gamers. It's Gamma. Certain YouTube, Call of Duty YouTube stars are promoting it. Gamma Labs. It's a powder. You open a little packet and you mix it, and they give you a little container, and it's energy drink.
Well, there was another one. I don't know if it made its way in the States. I can't remember what it was, but they were selling it at EB Games all over Canada. I can't remember the name of it, but it was the only energy drink you could find at EB, and they don't have it there anymore. It happened last year sometime.
Is it a powder or is it already?
It was a drink. It was a drink.
Yeah. See, me and Flex live on the caffeine. Seriously.
Not
Come
anymore.
on, Marv. Chug. Finish it off.
Chug.
Hey,
All right. You did it. Now,
Just his thumbs up of approval.
do you need to take another break to get a refill?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Are you feeling a little bit of a buzz yet?
Oh, I have a buzz. Never said I didn't.
You got a good buzz.
It's good to have a buzz.
Was that the first one of the day, or had you got a little start before that?
I came in with a buzz because I'm
Alright.
usually a quiet type.
That's it. See, that's why Bulletproof Underwear goes on and on and on long. You know, people complain that it's too long. But see, we have to do it long because, like, you start to open up and get a little shit-faced and start to say things that get you in trouble. That's what we're here for.
Yeah, that's what we're here for.
I don't do too much stuff that gets me in trouble.
Now, we only had one time where somebody said something on... No, twice. We had twice on Bulletproof Underwear where people said stuff
to censor it
on the show that they were kind of like had second thoughts about.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So,
Yep.
if we could only open our mouths, but we are discreet, right, Flex?
Church mice.
That's it.
No, you can air anything I've said so far.
Okay, so in case any of you guys missed it, he was talking about his mistress and his cocaine addiction, and the fact that he was selling bombs to the Taliban.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, now I remember. Yeah, that's it. Now I remember.
Actually, we better not even joke about that. We don't want Homeland Security.
Yeah, that's right.
You don't want it.
Okay. That before.
Yeah, I dare you to go on Google and type in pipe bomb, and then Taliban or something like that.
Well, they'll kick in your door 5 minutes later.
Yeah, that's right.
I think the Canadian cops might be a little bit slower than that.
So, what do Canadian cops look like? Do they look like American cops, or they got the Dudley Do-Right look?
Depends, right? You have the normal police, which would look like your American cop. And then you have the RCMP, which are mainly around Ottawa and stuff like that, and the Parliament buildings, which are more fancier dressed and stuff.
Okay, but they do have those Dudley Do-Right guys, right?
The ones that do that for show, yes. Like if you go to the Parliament, they'll be wearing stuff.
Those hat guys.
Yeah,
I want one of those hats.
Yeah.
Those are kick-ass.
Those are kick-ass hats. That reminds me, last week's game show, one of the questions that stumped a few of the contestants was, after he was found in a 1950 forest fire, Hotfoot Teddy, was renamed what? And these guys were like thinking,
yeah, she's got it, I think.
She's got it, but it's like after, he said, this is just a total guess, but Smokey the Bear?
Yeah, I wouldn't have got that.
Would you have got that?
I wouldn't have got it.
No.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't thinking of
I would
that.
put the bigger guys
Hang on a
up
second. I'm
front.
going to holler at Ann. Ann, whatever that scrubby sounding thing that you're doing, would you please stop doing that for a little
Alright,
while?
I was washing the floor.
Okay, well, just stop doing that.
Okay, fine.
Thank you.
Then you do it later.
Okay, I never like to tell her to stop when she's cleaning, but
See, if it was my wife and I said that, she'd say, "Okay, fine. Then you could finish cleaning."
that's probably what's coming next. So your wife, does she stay home and raise the kids and keep the house, or does she have a job too?
No, she does. She stays at home and raises the kids and stuff.
So you are a nuclear family.
Yep.
We're a nuclear family in reverse.
Well, it's kind of a Mr. Mom sort of situation.
Takes care of the kid.
I like that nuclear.
Sometimes I wish it was reverse because there's stuff I don't see. You know, because they're growing so fast. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Since yours is 11, Flex, I'm gonna have to get in touch with you in a few years and learn all the tricks to keep the boys away.
Yeah.
Have you had to deal with that? Have you had to deal with boys coming around, Flex?
I haven't had to deal with it yet. No.
Teaching her how to use a shotgun. That was good.
Well, that's good training.
That was a good one.
Yep.
How about a kick in the groin? That's probably a good.
She already knows that maneuver.
She didn't use it on you, did she?
No, I taught her a long time ago what to do if she needed to. She was in Taekwondo for like 2 years, so.
So you explained to her.
Yeah.
Now, honey, there's a special kind of pain that only boys have.
Yeah, kick them in the ding ding.
And when you do it, they're going to drop down, double over in the fetal position for about 5 minutes.
That's when you kick them in the face.
That's like, have you ever heard of that game Rochambeau?
James?
Yep, that's it, Rochambeau.
After it was, people were talking about
James,
it.
I have clothes in that suitcase.
Oh, excuse me. And we are taping right now. Please. I bet Maury Povich doesn't have to deal with this.
No, I remember that original South Park episode with Rochambeau, and when it aired, I was just doubling over, almost crying. It was so funny.
Yeah. If you Google it, there's actually some videos of some dumbass, jackass morons doing it, and it's kind of like hysterically funny.
I know. I have a whole bunch of channels that I have on YouTube on my iPad as subscribed, including Bulletproof Underwear, of course. And one of them is called Break. And it's these, they do stunts and skateboards and stuff. But some guys always tries to hurt themselves by jumping on a rope with their legs spread eagle or something.
Oh, jeez.
When you know it's gonna hurt. So I don't know what kind of moron would do that kind of stuff on purpose.
Well, do you think Jackass has affected the culture?
I think it has. I think so. I mean, even though it's funny as hell.
Yeah, but it's really affected culture.
Oh yeah. But it's funny when that happens to somebody else, though.
Oh yeah.
Well, so now if you're going to put out a YouTube video and you're going to get like 100,000 views, would it be worth it to you? And you have a certain amount of kind of fame. Would it be worth it to you to have horrendous, like some face plant or getting racked in the nuts or something like that? You know what? In exchange for fame.
Fame doesn't do anything for me whatsoever. I'm not a fame go-getter or whatever you want to call it.
Well, that's too bad because you're on Bulletproof Underwear, and that's going to happen now.
That's fine.
No.
I didn't have to get Rochambeau or something to be on here.
That's true. Well, we're going to ask you, since we can't Rochambeau you, we're going to ask you to do it to yourself on tape, okay?
Not going to happen.
And it.
What you do is you lay down on the floor with a baseball bat and your legs spread, and and you get the camera on a tripod. This way, you don't have to miss.
When you
Sounds like it'd be about as much fun as taping a kidney stone surgery.
Oof, oof. How
Well,
long
see, it
was that?
doesn't sound as fun. It doesn't sound
minutes.
that fun. It really
What?
doesn't.
Yeah, it took him 8 minutes to go in, laser the stuff, and be done with it.
Holy,
I'm clean as a whistle now.
that's good.
So how clean are your kidneys there, Marv? You got spotless kidneys?
I don't have any health issues as far as I know.
Ooh, so you'd be a candidate for
Knock on wood.
Did you
Organ-
knock on wood? Good.
Actually, my desk is probably that cheap press wood stuff. But
Well, I think it still qualifies as wood.
It's like wood.
So are you
Smells
talking to us
wood.
from an iPad or a laptop or what?
laptop.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna use the iPad, but then I figured with the holding it and then drinking at the same time, you guys would all get the Blair Witch dizziness thing going on. So
Yeah.
He
No, I
said-
hated the Blair Witch Project. I didn't like it at all. I was like,
neither did
annoying.
I. It was
No,
original,
We
but
laughed at it. And then one girl that was watching it with us was really serious about it. And she was trying to be all scared, and we were all like laughing and shit and joking about it. And she got mad and shit and almost like got up and left because we were making fun of it.
well, you know what? I don't know about you guys, but I grew up with Friday the 13th and Jason and
Yeah, so-
Freddy and Michael Myers.
Right.
After you watch all of those, because they're all up to like part 10 or something, you know when something's gonna happen. It's like, don't go in that room. You know you're gonna lose your head, but they still go. So now horrors aren't fun anymore.
Well, it's not
No.
horrible. It might be fun.
They're just
Ah,
funny,
Yeah, they're funny. That's right.
and it should be scary.
What about like the really horrible ones like Saw? Stuff like that.
You know what? Those were kind of cool. The first few. Now it's just gotten ridiculous again. But the first Saw was nice because it was different.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's the same as all the other ones.
It's pretty much like torture porn,
Yeah, yeah.
It's not so much a scary movie as it just like, sickening. This is what like a
Yeah, but that's the thing. If you watch the first Saw, there's somewhat of a story to it and stuff, and it made sense them trying to get out of that room. But then the other ones get back to that torture porn you're talking about. So,
yeah.
Yeah,
Uh-oh. I'm
yeah,
down
that's a little torture porn.
to 2 cigarettes here.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Anyone who watches this show knows that I smoke like a motherfucker.
James, you gotta cut down.
That was my wife. James, you gotta cut down, yeah. So I got a question. All right, so your name is not actually Marv.
No, that's not.
So why call yourself Marv? What's the deal?
Well, my name's actually Mark with a C, not a K, because I'm French. And Marv stuck around because of the computer thing. My wife kind of did the Marvin the Martian thing.
oh, okay.
So that's where the Marv comes from. And that 1, 2, 3 was because I was tired of trying to type something in PSN to get a name that wasn't taken already.
See, it's two,
So I did M123 Marv. It worked, and I just stuck with it. Screw it. Not changing anymore.
Yeah, well, it's very hard to get if you have a gamer tag or something in mind that you want, you're going to set up a new account, and like you type it
Oh, you
in,
can.
it's like, sorry, that's not available. Try again. It's like then you add
No, you can't.
letters. It's not easy to find something that somebody else hasn't thought of like 20 times already.
Yeah.
Now it's hard on Xbox. It's even harder on PlayStation because you can set up new accounts all you want for free on PlayStation. So
You can, but you can't change it, though. Once you set it up, you can't rename it when you could on the Xbox.
That's right. You can't.
huh.
They don't rename them.
No. They do in Japan, but they don't over here for some reason. Don't know why.
Well, Japan is home to Sony, so maybe they get
Yeah,
special
could be.
treatment.
So we get the leftovers over here.
Well, they're coming out with a Wii U right around the corner.
Yep, November something. I didn't pre-order one or
Couple
nothing.
weeks. I didn't either.
Well,
I
it's
don't think
supposed
I
to be
will.
more advanced hardware than anything that's around right now.
Not from what I've seen.
Yeah, I've
What
seen,
I've seen on the specs, it's not much more than your existing Xbox or PlayStation 3.
Really.
It's a little bit more beefed up, but not by much.
Well, you know, when the new systems come out from Microsoft and Sony, they're going to run rings around it, of course.
That's what I'm hoping, but again, I've seen the specs for what was it, for the Xbox, I think,
The
and they
720?
use a video card that's about 4 years old already. So, you know,
Well, see, the thing
kinda
is, they don't want it to be so expensive that they got to charge like $1,000 for the thing.
I agree, but they should do, and I don't know why nobody does this, is first of all, I think the programmers need more RAM than that lousy 256 megs they have in the PlayStation or Xbox and stuff.
Yeah.
But I think in the specs they're going to go with 8 gigs now or something because it's so cheap. But make it friggin' upgradable. Make it a little slot that you could stick something in.
Make it modular.
Yeah, exactly. So you don't have to release a new console, but if you want to play this game, you need to upgrade the video card module. End of story.
Yeah.
No?
Well, that might cause confusion, like when you get a game home.
It would.
Like,
But
damn, I thought this game could play. I'm going to have to upgrade my, slot here to play this game.
Yeah.
But then also that would be shooting themselves in the foot. Then they wouldn't have a need to come back 4 or 5, 6 years later to come out with another system.
They wouldn't, but then that would force them to concentrate on content. That's what everybody needs.
By software.
You know?
Well, it's still pretty amazing when you look at the games that come out on both systems, how damn good they look. I mean,
do.
Both systems are very, very long in the tooth right now. But the stuff that they're making looks so good compared to the stuff that first came out on those systems.
Well, between, the PlayStation 2 and 3, for example, there's been a lot of graphical changes that you saw. And I think that when the PlayStation 4 comes out, the change isn't going to be as dramatic as it was.
Right.
So
That's probably
just
true.
my take on it.
That's probably true, because when Xbox 360 and when PlayStation 2 went PlayStation 3, that
It's
was a
HD, right?
big deal. It went from
Yeah,
standard
you're going
definition to
from SD
HD.
to HD. And now we're already at HD, and there's nothing better yet.
Well, there's really
Yeah.
no point in going better than HD. It's good enough.
Oh, it is. It is.
I mean, you could quadruple it if you wanted, but why?
Yeah, I don't think there's a need. And it's just, again, it'll get more expensive to develop. And then at the end of the day, the consumers are going to have to pay more for their games.
Yeah.
So right now, AAA titles on both systems are $60. They've been $60. They're $60 last year. They were $60 2 years ago.
Yep.
That's a long time. How long have they been $60?
Ever since the latest generation came out.
Yeah,
Because before that, I think they were 49 or something like that in the PlayStation 2 days. So
Yep.
everything jumped $10.
Yep.
So it's this entire generation. The AAA
Yep.
titles have stayed $60.
Yep.
Yep.
Well, actually, we should be thankful for that. Because by all rights,
Wait, with the economy taking a crapper and stuff. So we should be happy in a way.
well, yeah. I mean, they could very easily have gotten up to 70 or 80
What?
by now.
One thing I found, though, is they tend to drop in price much quicker than they used to as well.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's true. Because
You wait 3 months, you'll pick up the same title for $39.
mhm.
Absolutely. I've seen it
Sometimes you
happen.
don't have to wait 3 months. Sometimes
No.
you wait 6 weeks or
Yeah.
something, and it comes
Yeah.
down.
Yeah. And even then, if you keep your eye out and stuff, you'll get it on release day with $10 off or something from Best Buy or something.
Yeah.
All those guys are trying to one up each other.
Right.
Same with Amazon, usually has good deals.
They do have good deals. So, do you buy a lot of stuff online?
I buy all my IT stuff online, usually out of Vancouver or Toronto, but I buy all my gaming stuff local.
Okay.
Just because EB Games tends to get it on release day and stuff.
Right. Now, do people, when they pre-order games like from Amazon or something, do they tend to get it the same day it's released, or maybe even the day before, or do they get it late?
I think it depends where you are. I read a lot of forums and stuff where they say they get it like sometimes a day before even, but only if they're in a major city and stuff.
Yeah.
Like from
Right.
people from Toronto and stuff would probably get it the same day, or Detroit or whatever. But where I am, I'll end up getting it like on Wednesday or Thursday when opening day is on Tuesday.
Right, but you're going to pick it up at the store, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. So where do you live? What part of Canada do you live in?
Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario. I'm literally connected to Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan. 2-minute drive, and I'm in the U.S.
So what happens if you try to go to the U.S.? Is there like some sort of border patrol that?
Yes, and they wear gloves. I've never had one used on me, but they're pretty. The U.S. guys are usually pickier than the Canadian guys at letting people in.
Yeah.
So what are you doing? How long are you going to be over? Where are you going? That kind of stuff.
Do you have to have a passport to cross?
You have to now, yes.
Didn't used to be like that, right?
No, before a driver's license was enough.
This was enough.
Yeah. Now you need a passport, or there's another card. What's it called? The Nexus card that you could also use to fly. So if you have that, you're okay as well.
Nexus, that's like you take if you have stomach acid or something?
It's usually used for businesses and stuff.
I'm thinking of Nexium.
Yeah.
I forgot to take my Prilosec pill. I take these pills for acid. It seems like that way I can eat all the hot ass food I want.
Yeah.
So okay, let's talk about food. Let's talk about food. What gets you going on the chow situation?
Well, I have my own food group. It's very important to me. My wife doesn't like it as much, but as long as I have pizza, I'm happy. That's my food group.
You know what? Last night we ordered a pizza. We got it from Domino's. This is the second time we've got this kind of pizza. They don't just have a cheese pizza at Domino's. They have a 9-cheese Wisconsin 9-cheese pizza. That's what it's called. It's Wisconsin 9-cheese pizza.
Well, you can't go wrong with 9 cheese on a pizza, that's for sure.
So no, I tried the 9 cheese. It tastes good. It has a good flavor to it. But the only problem with the 9 cheese pizza, the Wisconsin 9 cheese pizza,
what?
Not enough cheese.
Yeah.
It wasn't cheesy enough for you.
Seriously, it's not that much cheese. I mean, they just used a microgram of each of the 9 cheeses.
Yeah. I'm not a big fan of Domino's because I find their pizza too oily.
It is oily.
I too.
Your fingers are greasy as shit, and all you touched was the crust, and that crust is greasy. I mean, it's the kind of grease you wash your hands with soap, and it still is a little bit of a grease. I mean, you have to wash them twice.
Yeah, they got some of the greasiest pizza around.
The only restaurants that stay open here are Italian restaurants, so all we have are lots and lots of pizzas. Even the Pizza Hut and stuff had to leave town because they just couldn't compete.
Wow.
Oh, the locals?
Yeah, local stuff. We just have too much. If I open the phone book, I'll probably find 30 pizza places guaranteed. Wow. And we're only a small town, too.
So what's your favorite pizza? What kind of topping and all that kind of stuff?
Usually pepperoni and cheese, and I like olives. My wife doesn't. I like jalapenos and stuff. I like hot stuff.
You like hot stuff?
Oh, I like hot stuff.
Hey, did you ever see Flex's video?
I sure have.
BPU is very supportive of people that like hot, spicy food.
That's right. Flex, tell us about the video that you did. For anyone
the hot sauce video?
Yeah.
I saw it.
Yeah, that was the one where I took chips and took different kinds of hot sauces and ate them raw. It wasn't too bad. The only one that was really bad was that last one I ate, the bomb stuff. Oh, man, that shit was hot. Holy Christ.
If you remember that Dave's Insanity sauce I recommended and vetoed out, you wouldn't have been able to do that with that sauce.
Yeah, I figured after you told me that, I was like, oh, if you can't eat it, if it's concentrated, you can't eat it.
I've heard of that.
There's a warning on the thing that says, do not consume if you have heart or lung problems, and can also be used to remove driveway grease stains.
That's some hot shit.
But it's I tend to make my own beef jerky from time to time.
Yeah.
and I would consume it in 1 hour. So I'll put a teaspoon of that stuff in there just to slow me down.
You make your own beef jerky.
Oh, I love it.
Messing with Sasquatch.
Messing with
Yep.
Sasquatch.
So you're in Canada, so that's where Sasquatch lives.
I've never seen one. Not saying they don't exist, but I've never seen one.
Have you ever seen their droppings?
Nope. Probably stepped in it, but I wouldn't have noticed. But
I like those
No, I don't-
commercials where the guys are messing with Sasquatch.
Oh, them are hilarious.
That's for Jack Link's jerky. We're hoping to get Jack Link's as a sponsor for Bulletproof underwear, right?
Yep. Working on that.
It's like we'll whore out anything, even if we don't believe in it, we'll totally whore it because we have no morals,
None.
none at all.
But
Just
you know
kidding.
what, guys? I'm going to have to cut this short soon because my wife is waiting for me.
Oh, okay.
Your wife is
Before
waiting.
we
Is
start-
she waiting for you like in a negligee or something?
I don't know. Would be nice. No, we're supposed to watch a movie. Supposed to watch Ted.
Oh, that was
What's
fun.
Ted?
It's Mark Wahlberg and his little teddy bear.
Oh, that movie with the talking teddy bear.
Yeah, that's it. But anyway, before we go sign off, guys, and there's something I want to say.
Yeah.
And I think I'm going to take my time and say this. This is from me, but I think it comes from the heart and from everybody else at Sub One. I want to say that what you guys are doing and the way you guys are bringing people together with your show, you know, doing this on your own time and stuff, I think it's really great. And, you know, thumbs up to you guys.
Hey, thanks.
You know, really
Love-
appreciate it. Keep doing it. I'm
We
sure
like
people
doing
like it. Awesome.
It's nice to be able to put a face with the name and the voice.
It is. It is. You know, there's guys that I was picturing like Bullet and Shiz and stuff. And, you know, until you see their face, it's like, oh my God, it's not the person I was gaming with.
Yeah. So now people will actually have kind of a feeling that they know you.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, which is a scary fucking thought.
Be careful. It's just around the corner.
That's right. That's right. Well, will you come on again sometime? Maybe we could have you and some other folks on it.
I will come on anytime you guys want me to come on.
All
All
right.
right.
All right.
Cool.
So you know what that means?
What's that?
That means it's time.
It's time.
It's time.
Anytime you guys are ready.
All right.
All right. Good stuff, guys.
All right. Hey, thanks a lot.
Hey, no
Get
problem.
it a lot.
Do it again sometimes.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Thanks, Marv.
Thanks,
Yeah,
man.
Now get the hell out of here.
All right. See ya. Have a good night, guys.
You
All
too.
right.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
All right. That was pretty cool, huh? What do you think about
Yeah,
that?
Yeah, that was a good one.
How long did that go? About an hour and a half or something like that? Yeah, about an hour and a half.
Yeah.
An hour and 33 minutes. Our break probably was about 3 minutes.
Yeah. We should get some, that was a good interview. I like that a lot.